This story is about a husband finding out his wife's secrets, betrayal, and getting revenge calmly while he stays in control.
Her laugh cut through the dim light of the living room, sharp, unapologetic. "I won't cut ties with my ex just because you ask," she said, leaning back, glass in hand. I smiled, calm, empty. Inside, something cold twisted. She didn't see it, couldn't see it, not yet. Her phone buzzed. She glanced down, eyes flickering. I knew that look, the one people get when they hide something. I didn't say a word, just watched. The air thickened. Silence filled the cracks between us. I traced her movements, the curve of her smile, the quick glance at her wristwatch. Something was there, something she didn't tell me, and I would find it. I remembered the subtle signs, too subtle to confront without proof, the messages she left open on her phone, the unexplained nights away, the way she laughed at some things I didn't understand, as if sharing a secret with someone else. I tried to deny it at first. Maybe I was imagining it, but denial is fragile. It cracks when you notice patterns. I saw the way her eyes softened when she spoke to certain friends, a look reserved for someone she didn't want me to meet, a glance that carried intimacy. And then came the small betrayals, the friends who lingered a little too long in our house, the laughter in my absence that faded when I returned. I wanted to confront her, to demand the truth, but I couldn't, not yet. I needed the architecture of her deception, every corner mapped before I acted. I started quietly, phone records, messages, social media activity, friends who just happened to mention things that didn't make sense, every detail logged, every conversation dissected. I never let her sense my attention, calm, polite, detached. I ran DNA tests, cross-checked timelines, observed patterns. Connections I hadn't noticed before emerged, slowly, like cracks in a mirror. She still laughed, still flirted with oblivion. I stayed quiet. Each discovery tightened the coil inside me. I imagined revealing it, but waited, strategized. I watched her friends too, those who had always smiled a little too knowingly, those who lingered in corners throwing casual remarks that felt rehearsed. The puzzle was forming, and I was the only one who saw the picture clearly. The evidence arrived. A message, a photo, a confirmation I had already suspected but needed to see with my own eyes. I placed it on the kitchen counter, next to her morning coffee. She looked up, caught my gaze. Her smile faltered. I didn't speak, just waited. She froze, realization crawling over her face like frost. She started. I shook my head slightly, a simple, cold movement. No words. Her composure cracked. Shaky breaths, quivering lips, panic in her eyes. I remained seated, detached, calculated. She tried to explain, beg, lie, rewrite reality, but I had seen it all. Every secret, every hidden touch, every lie. She was a storm I had watched from the eye, powerless to her chaos. Now, the roles reversed. I called the friends she had leaned on, quietly, casually, invitations that hinted at more than coincidence. They responded. She didn't know I orchestrated it. The house filled with laughter, her own network turned mirror, every glance a reflection of betrayal now laid bare for her to see. She stumbled over words, tried to regain control, couldn't. I smiled once, small, cold, not triumph, not joy, just finality. She realized then, too late, that I had been steps ahead all along, that the web she thought she wove secretly had been traced, every thread accounted for. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't shout, I simply existed in that space, unshaken, untouchable. I left her there, silent, broken, transparent. No apology, no reconciliation, only the truth, only clarity. The house, once shared, felt empty, but mine again. I didn't look back. I walked away slowly, each step deliberate, each heartbeat measured. She would remember the betrayal, the loss, the moment she realized she had underestimated me. And I felt nothing but calm. The storm was over. I had survived, and I was free.